Hello YouTube, how you doing? Destroy here as always, talking about Heroes of Order and Chaos. And today I woke up and had an awesome morning with the new DLC 17, this update for, or the downloadable content update for Gameloft and Heroes of Order and Chaos. So let's get in and talk about what's new. Now first off, there's been an unlocking of the new witch skin, the Last Laugh. It is in the lottery exclusive only, which kind of stinks, but it is out, so heroes, you might see it out on the Battle of Herodon. Also, we have a couple other skins proposed and downloaded into the game. This one right here for Xiaoyo Lin, the Slaughter Express. Now this one looks awesome, as you can see. I love how her sword is in this one. This is how she's gonna look in that three-dimensional endgame, and I can't wait to see how her skills are gonna change and vary. Are they gonna be this bluish aqua color she has here, or what? Now another skin that also came into this is one that I'm really excited about. A new skin for Arya Eagleheart. Now this skin she is a captain of pain. What a sailor, more of a sailor to me. I don't know, but we will see. I think it kind of goes along with the Daliana skin, so you could use this and the Daliana skin and the Arya skin and just have a war of women on one team. I think it would be an awesome battle in Herodon. Also, here is her skin in the 3D animation, the way she's gonna be. I don't know if she's gonna be throwing the life preservers at people or what, but that would be kind of funny. Also, let's talk about two main reworkings that have happened. One main reworking, of course, as all y'all hate to talk about, is Kagax, but Kagax has got a crazy buff as well as reworking. Now, his Torturous Clave, this skill has been almost completely erased and is a new skill. What happens is he wounds himself, inflicting pain on himself, and then feeds off this pain. And it gives a stack of fury, which we'll get into that in a second. But it also inflicts more damage. Now this costs him HP, but can do tremendous healing capabilities if paired up with the second skill of Bloodletting, which is a new skill that has been completely erased and written as new. Kagax focuses on his target as well as slowing them 20% for 4 seconds, and in that 4-second duration 60% of his overall damage transforms into a healing for Kagax. Now this is awesome, plus giving him a little bit of range and stuff. Now here's where the Unpleasant Misery, which is the third skill, this is what gives him that buff that or that stack that we're talking about. Now after this, it can stack up to 10 times, and section, if you level it all the way to 4, it's 3.5% per attack and 2% movement speed per stack, and you can have up to 10 stacks, so that's a maximum of 20 extra movement speed and a maximum of 35 extra physical attack, which can be crazy. Now the last skill really hasn't changed that much. It still gives Kagax that immortality for 3 seconds, as well as him regenerating life of whatever damages him. So those first 3 skills, go out there and see what you can do with Kagax. I'll be coming out with a little just gameplay video with him, probably a little bit later in the week. Also, another big change is the Pila Longhorn. Now, his skills have changed drastically to erasing. Now, I know most of y'all want to know where the Guja a ball of energy has disappeared to, and I think we found it in Pila Longhorn's skin here. Now, the first one, the Pound, this is going to be more of an AoE effect. As you can see, the normal attack will stun an enemy, just as we have seen before. But as you looked at the activated additional effect, as well as a magical plus healing the ally. So this is what I think is another good skill, his Pounded skill that has been buffed a little bit. Also, his second skill, his Roar, calls the power of the earth, regenerating a boosting ball, hence the Guja healing pot. This will heal the ally who touches it first, or it will damage the enemy and slow them who touches it first. So it depends on which enemy or ally touches it. Now Bloodthirsty, this is a effect that's kind of changed. It reduces movement speeds of all enemies. Now I believe the reason it is changed is because it increased the meter range a little bit. And I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure they increased the meter range because it's a lot more effective around closer enemies. And the last skill, his ulti, has not changed whatsoever. It still resurrects 33% of HP. But awesome. These changes will help Pila be more of a successful kind of support hero. I can't wait to see with them. Also, let's get deeper into the changelog. Since we've talked about all the reworking heroes, which are real good so far, now there's going to be big talent changes. As you can see to the Guardian talent section, Strong is going to be debuffed as well as Resilience. Resilience and Armor are going to be increased. But Fast Healer is going to be reduced drastically, which is kind of sad, but kind of not. This is a good effect for us. Also, Siphon for Fighter. Now, this is a big, if you really love fighters, you're going to see this a big change, because instead of your harvest being 9%, it's going to be maxed out at 3%, which is, a third of it, which is crazy. Now, same thing with skill proficiency with mages. You are going to see increase here just as it was in the tanky section, but the magical feedback is going to be reducing that leech just as it was with physical. It's going to reduce it all the way down to that 30% again. Also, you can pause the video if you want to see all these. Quicken, Spirit, and Vitality. This is the regeneration that's going to be quickened. I am kind of happy about the quicken part because it increases that movement speed, and I'm really excited about that. I love going fast, and hopefully we will be able to hit that top speed limit with not just in mages but also with fighters and other such as well. Now here's a quick couple hero changes that I want to signify. Now Scale he gets a pretty good buff here. He's going to be able to absorb 30% instead of just an overall HP. So this 30% is going to be good for Scale. A big debuff. A big nerf for Helm. His Cauterize skill, y'all will notice when he's at level 6, he's not going to be healing as much. It's going to be dependent on the other people's health and everything like that, which is going to be crazy. Also, Lu Yongfei, definitely getting a nerf here. Reducing his damage of his Lightning Burst and his Lord of Lightning slow effect down drastically. This is a good play for them. I really liked it. Now, I also loved how they increased Carly Q's range. Not much changes to Kuzdor here. Marthas, you're going to love the Marthas. If you are a Marthas player, they buffed him all around on his Blade Fall and Decimation. This is going to increase his damage of his jump skill, as well as increasing his leech. I'm in love with what they've done with him. Great job. Now this is kind of tricky. Ledmont, they've increased his double shot to 80% movement speed. I can't wait to see how fast Ledmont's going to be able to move, especially in fun mode. He's just going to be able to outrun everybody. Now here's a big buff they've done to Lu Haran, our paladin. Now this big buff, what happens is he can pass through obstacles now. He can rush through obstacles, and so you won't get stuck behind tower or accidentally rushing the tower. Seems like he can rush through those. Plus the MP cost is reduced. This is an amazing buff for him. Also, his paladin formation, which is his third skill, his shield, if you are low on health and you hit paladin formation, it does 40% of your missing health. This is an amazing shield for as a last minute survival for him. Great buff, great buff. Also giving a couple buffs to 12B and Kuyo Lan, giving them just a little bit of extra, as well as Kirasath, increasing that attack speed of his Demon Pact, and giving Sia a little bit of a buff as well. So you can see they changed the much needed change to the Styrian Souls of Dragons. This is the physical and magical increase has been reduced to 1%, 2%. This makes it a lot more balanced, and I agree with it. Great job with this update, Game Live. Guys, tell me what you thought, and down below. Also, all this is on the forums. For you who do not have the forums, please, I might send a message below. Please ask for it, and thanks for watching as always.